course, being in a relationship is going to make all that shit come up anyway. So any codependencies
Absolutely.
you have, or any anxious or avoidant or disorganized or ambivalent, any styles you have, they're going to come right to the surface, because the universe, God, chaos is always seeking order, high, low pressure, right? So
Yes.
the subtle energy body, I loved how you define this in the book. Subtle energy body reflects reality in a way that crosses all time and space. It is your intuition and higher self, your inner child and your future self. It is your multidimensional self. Share about that.
Yeah. So this is something I learned from Roseanne Grace. She's one of my good friends and teachers over the years.
I've sent a few people to her that had some really terrible experiences in psychedelic ceremonies. I've sent a few people.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
her way.
she's very helpful with getting those entities out.
Yes.
If people have picked that up. Yeah. So she taught me about the inner child and how powerful the inner child is, and how that translates into, your master self, your higher self, source. And it seems like, it's like a, multiple personality disorder kind of thing, but really it's just, these are all aspects of you that come through. And, so for me, I initially, the key that I think, this is my opinion and what I learned from her too, is that the key to all of these other multidimensional aspects of yourself is really through the inner child. Because if you aren't acknowledging your inner child's needs first, then they will not let you through that gate to everything else. You know what I mean?
Nope.
They are the gatekeepers. So they want to be liberated. They want to play. They can't do that until you acknowledge what is with them, if that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I have a quick story.
And so that's what I found out.
I have a quick story, and then I'm going to stop talking, because I'm excited about this conversation, because it touched me, your work. Like, it took a while for us to connect, and then, you were really patient, and I finally sat down and was present with the book. And I was every time I was reading a new section that pulled me, I was just like, yes, something was clicking, and it made me reflect on what you just said, because I was in this vision quest recently. And when I got back home, there was this part of myself where in the vision quest, I had a moment, and I was fasted. This is like day 3. So 72 hours of no food, no distractions at all, no computers, no phones, nothing, just me and nature and my breath and water. And I look over and I start to have this dialogue with myself at 5 years old and myself at 13 years old. And we were talking, and I was literally parenting the two aspects of self, the young child, the little boy, and also the 13-year-old, the teenager. And I said, no matter what happens, you guys, you're coming with me. No matter what goes on in life, no matter what challenges we have, or what traumas we experience, or just the things that come our way, I love you, you're coming with me. And it was a different lens. It was an awareness that cracked through. And I want everybody to feel this, yes, it might feel like at times like the inner child is demanding, the tyrant is coming out, but you need to listen. Like pain teacher's coming, right? And pain teacher, my inner child loves to teach through the pain teacher. That's his favorite tool, because he needs something. So I have a choice. I can either belittle him, shame him, ignore him, suppress him, which leads to pornography, shopping, unhealthy food, things like that. Or I can go, you know what? Let me pause for a minute and listen to what he has to say. Or for you, a little girl, a human being, little human being, let's listen to what these little human beings inside of us have to say, because they're so wise. There's so much wisdom in their lessons. Hey, if you love that clip, you'll love this full episode linked right here on this screen. This is where we go even deeper and offer some solutions and some practical things that you can do and you can learn so that your life can be lived more well. I'll see you during the full episode.